Welcome to High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Production. Now, here's tonight's game.
Good evening. We're here in New Brockton, Alabama at the Gamecock Field for Gamecocks and New Brockton Gamecocks, and I believe it was Central Haneyville. Central Haneyville here in New Brockton, Alabama. We're having the coin toss right now, and tonight I've got with me Coach Alan Harrington, one of the coaches at New Brockton, filling in for Bobby Price, and he's going to help call the game tonight. He'll try to be as one-sided as possible. No, try to be as biased as he can. But we appreciate him filling in for us and helping us out tonight.
Yes, sir.
It's homecoming night here in New Brockton, and we had the homecoming court a little bit ago, and some pretty girls out there tonight. And we'll be getting set for kickoff here in just a little bit. But, Coach, tell us a little bit about the two teams tonight and the matchup you're looking for.
Well, so far this year, New Brockton is 3-4, 3-2 in the region. Looking to hopefully seal up that 4-seed playoff spot with a win here tonight. Haneyville coming here 0-7 on the year, actually hitting a 48-game losing streak. Hadn't won a game since 2007. But this team has a lot of athletes on it. Mainly, they'll be running out the spread, real fast, hitting the outside. New Brockton on the other side will be trying to control the clock, pound the ball, and look for number 44, Johnny Silas. He will be the bread and butter of this Gamecock offense.
Great, great. So I believe you were telling me before, too, that with the win tonight, New Brockton won't necessarily lock the playoff down, but it'll be 90% or so.
Not 100%, but a win tonight will put them in good shape for locking up a playoff spot.
All right. So we've got the coin toss, and I believe he said that New Brockton was going to receive.
Looks like it.
I believe that's right. And so we'll take a break here, and we'll come back after these messages. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Here come your new Brockton Gamecocks.
Welcome back to Gamecock Field here in New Brockton, Alabama, as New Brockton get ready to receive the ball from Central Haneyville. Good weather tonight, Coach, for football, finally.
Yeah, good homecoming weather. Couldn't ask for better conditions, nice cool fall air, great football weather.
You know what, we should have probably...
Yeah, they don't travel well.
And here we go.
The squib kick, caught by number 8, Preston Griffin. Turn to about the 44-yard line. That's where New Brockton will take over with the ball. New Brockton has been plagued by injuries here the past week. We're missing number 68, tackle Aaron Simon, and 45, which will be Jordan Holloway, plays as kicker, defensive end, and fullback. So missing the services of those guys tonight. We'll have some other guys filling in.
Yeah, I told Coach a while ago we saw a Holloway name. He said there's Holloways on this field, so undoubtedly they're good athletes because they got the same name I got. So that says a lot right there. They got to be good. There we go. I was wondering if we're going to ever get ready for play.
Number 15, Shea Hobbs, breaks the huddle, coming out in the I formation. Number 21, Aubrey Bryant with a handoff up the middle. Gain of about 4 yards.
Well, tell everybody you'll probably get double echoed responses here. Coach here will be doing for radio, or excuse me, TV, and right behind us is the press box. So anyway, maybe if we miss it, they'll get it.
There we go. New Brockton coming out in the power eye formation now with 2 fullback set. Another handoff to Aubrey Bryant. Takes it up the tackle for New Brockton first down.
As I was saying before the game, last few weeks I've seen the Wishbone, I've seen the Notre Dame box, and tonight I get to see a little power eye again. Coach, I'm an old school guy. Spread and pistols, they don't excite me that much. I know they're exciting football, but I love to see a team pound on the defense like that.
Oh, yeah. New Brockton comes out again in the 2 fullback set. Handoff to number 41, Zach Miller, and he takes it up through the middle for a short gain. Yeah, completely changed offense for New Brockton this season. Last year, with the athletic quarterback, ran a spread. This year, relying more on their running back and fullbacks using the power setting.
Do you see a lot of high schools? Are they still running the little spreads and pistols and shotguns and things?
Yes, they are. Calhoun will have a mix of different offensive plays, but they will be mainly out of the spread as well. So we'll get to see difference in styles here tonight as well. With a handoff, number 21, Aubrey Miller. He bounces it outside. He takes it down inside the 20-yard line from the New Brockton Gamecocks. Big run and big pickup there by New Brockton.
What grade is he in, Coach?
Aubrey Bryant is a senior this year.
He runs like one. That's a good-looking running
Actually,
back.
his first year playing.
Really?
Came out this his first year. Yeah.
Wow.
So he's one of these seniors came out his first year, and he's helping us out a lot. Usually he's at the wide receiver spot, but we're moving a little bit to running back tonight. Give Johnny a little bit of break from carrying the load. So now we have Cody, number 33, Cody Caldwell, checking in at running back. Fake to the fullback. Cody Caldwell up the middle for a short gain.
I tell you, line coach seems to be doing real good as far as those their blocking assignments and opening these runs up.
We have a very heavy senior loaded line. Number 60, Zach Thomas is filling in for 68, Aaron Simon, making his first start, I believe, of his career, and he's doing a great job so far. Aubrey Bryant back in at running back. 2 fullback set. Number 15, Shay Hobbs takes it up the middle for a touchdown for the New Brockton Gamecocks. Big run by number 15, Shay Hobbs.
Defense never saw that. I mean, they never
Looking in the
that.
backfield for that one, yeah. And don't let him fool you. Shay is not a running quarterback. We don't like to usually run with the quarterback, but Shay saw an opportunity and took advantage of it right there.
Coach, I think I could have ran that one in.
The Gamecocks coming out for going for 2, like I said, without the services of their kicker, so they might be seeing them go for 2 instead of the traditional PAT all night. Shay Hobbs rolls to the left and hits number 34, Chad Bryant, in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Great throw and catch by Shay Hobbs to Chad Bryant.
All right, well, that makes New Brockton 7 and Central Haneyville 0.
8-0 with the
8-0. Sorry, my bad. Not used to seeing that on the first drive, but I tell you what, very impressive drive by New Brockton on that series.
Your line looked good, backs look good, and quarterback looked good. Can't ask for anything more than that.
You mentioned that a little bit, Coach. You said the kicker was out sick, so y'all were having to adjust a little bit.
Yeah, last minute, right before the game, came down with the illness, so we're going to be without him tonight. So we want to change our strategy a little bit. Cody Caldwell's going to fill in on kickoff. And I believe number 56, Caleb Parker, is going to be our punter tonight. But both these guys have experience in the position, so no real drastic concerns about that. So biggest change will be they probably will be going for 2 instead of PATs. Cody Caldwell back to kick off. It's a short kick, and Haneyville jumps on it right there at midfield.
They got a few linemen with a little size on it, but I think New Brockton's looks like got a little check in the size column against Central Haneyville.
Yeah, definitely number 74, Austin Green, a big guy there at defensive end. 34, Chad Bryant there at defensive tackle.
Yeah, I need 34 look pretty
oh,
stout.
yeah, oh, yeah. He's about 6'4", well in the 200 range. Nickname's the Cannibal because he hurts all of his teammates.
Uh-oh.
So he's the guy we don't want him going full speed at practice because he knows one speed and that's all out.
Okay, so we have a timeout by Central Haneyville, and so we'll take one as well. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Welcome back to homecoming here at New Brockton High School. Still in the first quarter. Central Haneyville taking the field for the first time in a spread out shotgun set. Handoff to number 18. Fumble recovered by number 61. He fumbles it again. And the fumble is finally recovered. Waiting for an official signal to double check. It's going to be second down for Central Haneyville. They're going to say 61 was down. Number 18, Orlando Mickles, got the speed sweep, couldn't handle the handoff there when he got to the end of the line and put it on the ground.
Yeah, looking through this little screen, it's hard sometimes to pick up the back, and they faked me out a little bit there.
Oh, yeah.
So.
They're definitely going to try to use their speed and misdirection to try to catch New Brockton off guard, but Gamecocks are ready for that one. Coming out, same set and shotgun. Number 11, Keoston Webb back at quarterback. 18 in motion again. No speed sweep this time. Handoff to number 15, Marcus Flowers, and he's caught in the backfield by number 34, Chad Bryant. It'll be another loss for the Haneyville Lions.
Well, you mentioned Chad a while ago being a hoss, and I tell you what, he was in there before you say what.
Oh, yeah. Chad actually has a couple of colleges looking at him. I think UAB and a couple other are interested in him. Just a real raw talent for this New Brockton defensive front.
Oh, we don't need to get him at UAB. I'm a Troy guy. We need to get him at Troy.
Haneyville back out in the same set. No motion this time. Oh, and we have a penalty.
Probably moving on.
Looks like it's going to be. Probably a false start. And that's what it is. False start on the Lions. That'll back them up and give them a even harder to manage third down.
Yeah, being third and
about a mile, looks like.
Let's see, 10, 12, about 22 yards or so.
Oh, yeah. So the mistaken handoff and the penalty puts Haneyville in a rough third down situation. Come out in the same set. Number 11, Webb at under center in shotgun formation. He takes it and is looking to pass. Looking for number 10, Marcus Mitchell, and that pass is going to be incomplete.
If he'd had a little bit of zip on that ball, he might have completed it. He had a step on that guy.
There was a window.
Bad throw. Of course, he had a little pressure too. So
yeah. The Lions come out in a punt formation. A little confusion about who's on and who's off. Punt goes over his head. And it's going to be New Brockton ball there at the 10-yard line. Some mistakes are costing Central Haneyville right off the bat in the first quarter.
They are real bad. Not sure who's on the punt team. Fumbles, false starts.
Yeah.
That's just stuff. That, to me, Coach, the snapping over the head, unless it's a new guy at center, the false starts, that stuff here, what, 7, 6, 7, 8 games?
Oh, yeah.
Season.
Definitely should have been taken care of.
Yeah.
Just the little things that will kill a drive. Right. 15, Shea Hobbs, under center. Aubrey Bryant back at running back, now formation. A fake to Aubrey Bryant. Look back to him, hits him in the flats. And excuse me, that was 41, Zach Miller, not Aubrey Bryant. Excuse me. I just saw the one and assumed.
Get him right. You don't want mom and daddy on.
That's right. Aubrey's a senior here at New Brockton, also plays middle linebacker. And he's had a great career, looking to finish strong and try to lock up a playoff spot here at New Brockton. All right, 21, Aubrey Bryant's out at wide receiver. 33, Cody Caldwell in the backfield, with Miller at fullback. Hand off to Cody Caldwell up the middle, and he's going to break it for a touchdown for the Gamecocks. Before the game, I mentioned Johnny Silas will be the big running back for New Brockton. They may not use him at all tonight. Tell you, this rotating backfield is working well for New Brockton. Good hole opened up by the line and a good touchdown run by number 33, Cody Caldwell. Again, going for a two-point conversion. I would look for the tight end out over here to Chad Bryan again. Oh, they're going to hand off to Cody Caldwell again, and he's going to get the two-point conversion as well. That'll make it 16-0. New Brockton here at homecoming.
Well, you can tell pretty quick, like, and of course you told what the record was for Central Haneyville, but you can tell they're outmatched tonight.
Yeah.
Now I know we still got 3.5 quarters to go, but right now New Brockton's got a well-oiled machine, as they say, going.
Absolutely. And Coach Bibb for Central Haneyville, this is his first year with the program, looking to change a tradition of losing, which has been the past 4 or 5 seasons for Haneyville. Just having a hard time getting it done in this new region.
Remind us again where Central Haneyville is, Coach.
In Lowndes County, up beside Montgomery County, I believe. Cody Caldwell kicks it short again, and that's going to roll out of bounds. That'll be the first penalty against the Gamecocks tonight.
And we'll see what Central can do. They got some decent field position this time.
We mentioned this being Coach Bibb's first year for Haneyville. This is Coach Striplin's 5th year for the Gamecocks. Had pretty good success here at his tenure at New Brockton. Last year being the only year he hasn't made the playoffs, and he's looking to correct that this year with this Gamecock team. All right, number 11, Webb, back out in what we call the Panther formation with a running back and a fullback either side of him at a shotgun. And he's going to fake the handoff, look back to pass. Hit as he throws, and the interception is dropped by number 7, Easton Waters. He had a good chance at that one right there.
Yeah, I think 2 or 3 hands could have maybe got that one. I don't know if your defense is disguising a little bit or what, but it looks like coverage is good. As a matter of fact, it looked like he threw into what, triple coverage.
Yeah, triple coverage right there. Coach Smith, the defensive coordinator, has done a good job of getting the Gamecocks ready for this one. Same Panther formation again. And we have a penalty.
Well, let's see. Other line judge. Another false start on Central Haneyville.
Another costly penalty for the Lions. the Lions again in the Panther formation. Number 11, Webb, takes the snap, hands it off to number 15, Marcus Flowers. And he's tackled about maybe a 1-yard gain. Number 8, Preston Griffin there on the tackle.
Yeah, Haneyville just struggling to find something to work. Because we're again at a 3rd down and about 15.
Same formation for the Lions, coming out in the Panther. Webb takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, and he is going. Got the ball off. Had dodged a couple of Gamecock defenders there, trying to avoid the sack.
Dangerous. That was a lineman or a linebacker right there. Man, that could have been 7.
Number 74, Austin Green, had a hold of him, and number 34, Chad Bryant, was coming before he was able to get it off.
I actually thought they might call him in the grasp there for a little second, but they never blew that whistle. Here we are, 4th and 15. Of course, Haneyville going to punt.
The punt formation. Number 2, Ty Wallace, and number 21, Aubrey Bryant, back to receive for the Gamecocks. 21, Aubrey Bryant takes it, runs to the left, has got to open it, and he is going to take it all the way back for a New Brockton touchdown.
Wow.
Big punt return by the senior, number 21, Aubrey Bryant. I believe his first punt return for a touchdown of his career.
Brockton lining up again for the 2-point conversion.
And New Brockton coming out, going for 2 again. Fake the handoff to number 41, Zach Miller, and Shea Hobbs is going to bootleg it, take it himself for the 2-point conversion. So Shea Hobbs getting it done with his feet tonight instead of his arm. It's going to make it New Brockton 24. Central Haneyville 0.
You said what was it, 21? You said, what was his name again?
Aubrey Bryant, number 21.
And you said this is his first year playing football.
His first year coming out. That's right.
Mercy. That's unbelievable. He is such a natural.
He's a pretty good little athlete. Been playing baseball here at New Brockton for several years. Pretty good little baseball player. But he has come out and made a world of difference for this football team and really stepped up and be the senior, one of the senior leaders that they needed for this team.
I mean, you can just see he just knows he's got presence out on that field.
Yeah.
And knows when to cut, when not to cut. That kind, you can just see that.
Yeah, has a lot of football sense and athletic ability. Knows what to do with the ball once he sees it open. Number 33, Cody Caldwell to kick off for the Gamecocks. Kicks it deep this time. And number 10, Marcus Mitchell.
Say his knee was down, I believe.
Yeah, knee hit the ground as he was catching it. So Central Haneyville will take over inside the 20-yard line.
I always comment, Coach, on the film here. This should be about the second game of the season with the weather like this.
Yeah.
I cannot stand how early the heat that we have so early in the season.
Yeah,
I remember when I was coming up in the early 80s in high school, by the second or third game, we had a jacket on.
Oh, yeah. That first August game is rough.
And now you're wearing shorts halfway through the season.
Yeah. Haneyville, direct snap to number 10, Marcus Mitchell. And he is going to get caught in the backfield around the 10-yard line, about a 7-yard loss. Number 22, Jahari Brown, making the tackle. Jahari is actually filling in for one of the injury. Aaron Simon also plays defensive tackle. Jahari Brown is an 8th grader.
Wow.
Actually, played a little bit running back for the JV squad. He's moving in here at defensive tackle for the varsity and made his first tackle of the night.
Well, you like to see that then, future Gamecock.
Oh, yeah.
Class.
Jahari's not very big, but his advantage on the defensive line is he's quick. He can get around some of these slower linemen and take advantage of his speed. Central comes out in a shotgun. 2 receivers each side. Webb takes the snap, looking to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws it, and it's incomplete. Not really a Central receiver in sight. Threw it in the middle of 3 Gamecocks, and neither one of them could get their hands on it.
I don't know if do they look pretty young at their. I think a lot of juniors.
A lot of heavy on the junior class for the Central Haneyville Lions.
They just don't seem to be on the same page or something tonight. Their blocking is not good. They're not giving them a lot of time, and for some reason their quarterback just not seeing the field. Like,
and to be a 2A team, Haneyville has a very small team. I counted 20 on the roster. I counted 19 on the field tonight. So not a whole lot of depth for the Haneyville Lions either. We'll have another penalty. Appears it's going to be on the Lions.
Flag down on the play.
man,
another false start. But third tonight, I believe, correct?
Yep, third
false start for the Central Haneyville Lions. That's going to back them up well within the 5, maybe even within the 3-yard line.
So there again, they're another 20, 22 yards or so.
Oh yeah.
There's no way they can keep doing this.
Number 11, Webb looking to pass, pressured, throws it away, and it is intercepted by number 2, Ty Wallace. The senior cornerback for the Gamecocks coming with a big interception, and New Barton's going to take on again on about their own 5-yard line with a short field.
Haneyville just looks like they're, of course, I've never dealt with a team that struggled like they have, but you can tell maybe a little confidence. I admire the kids for being out here fighting.
Oh, yeah.
But looks like they're lacking a little confidence right now.
But they're having to rely a little bit on their passing game early, falling behind so far. Maybe they're not as used to passing the ball as much as before. Number 42, Dylan Clark, fullback, takes the handoff, and he's in for a touchdown. So again, another Gamecock rusher scores another touchdown tonight. And we are still in the first quarter, and this thing is already looking pretty ugly.
Yes, it is.
New Brockton again coming out for 2 in the absence of their kicker, Jordan Holloway. Number 21, Aubrey Bryant in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be a quarterback sneak. Shea Hobbs up the middle for the 2-point conversion again.
Well, clearly, Coach, and there's no disrespect meant in this comment, but it's clearly an outmatched ball game, team-wise. But that being said, I love the game plan I've seen y'all run tonight. I love that run in between the tackles.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Like I said, we have a very senior-heavy, loaded offensive line, and that's really the strength of our team. Our quarterback's a young underclassman. A lot of our receivers and running backs are underclassmen, so we're going to take advantage of the strengths we have on our offensive line.
Well, and you need to be able to pass the ball, but I tell you what, if it comes down in some of these championship games sometimes, I think when you can pound it,
oh yeah,
that's probably, I don't know if it's the most important, but it's big.
And just speaking from a former offensive lineman's perspective, when you can run the ball on someone, you feel like you have the advantage.
Sure.
As the game wears on, you can kind of see the other team start to lose it. And the onside kick is going to be recovered by the Gamecocks. Number 2, Ty Wallace, who intercepted the Calhoun pass, comes up with the onside kick as well.
I tell you what, when it rains, it pours, they say.
Absolutely.
And all he had to do was cleanly field it and fall on it, and it went right through his legs.
Right. Ball security issues still plaguing the Lions tonight. Gamecocks come out in the I formation. Number 2, Ty Wallace in the backfield, takes it up the middle for New Brockton, first down. It's about the 3rd or 4th running back we've seen for the Gamecocks tonight check into the game.
And again, I talk about your line coach, but when the linebackers and defensive backs are making the well, not even the linebackers, the defensive backs are the ones making the tackles. Yeah. That's
huge holes open up for the game.
That don't say a lot for you. Stats there on the defense.
And the 8th grader, number 22, Jahari Brown, checks in at running back. Shea Hobbs takes a snap, hands it off to Brown, and he takes it up the middle, and he is gone for a touchdown. First touchdown of his career for the 8th grader, Jahari Brown. Dad and uncle played here at New Brockton, just a really super talented family, and he has a bright future ahead of him at New Brockton as well. And again, New Brockton will be going out in the, well, nope, they're coming out with the extra point. They'll be trying the extra points.
Well, this might not be a bad thing.
Yeah.
In case you ever need somebody.
There you go. Cody Caldwell kicks it. It's going to be short. But again, he's not the normal kicker. New Brockton doesn't want to keep running the score by going for 2. That's not to run the score up or try to embarrass Haneyville. It's just our kicker is absent, so we really don't have much of a backup plan in way of kicking.
We're going to take a break right here. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Welcome back to Gamecock Stadium in New Brockton, Alabama.
Trying a different kicker. Number 8, Preston Griffin kicks off. Kicks it down the middle. Number 15 for the Lions picks it up. That would be Marcus Flowers.
I tell you what, that number 34, just looking at my camera lens here, I tell you what, he is head and shoulders above any of those guys.
Oh yeah, he.
I'm serious. I'm gonna have to get word to Blayton. We need to showcase that young man.
Yep. Plays tight end and defensive tackle here from at New Brockton.
Well, he might get some passes. Of course, I'm hoping they get out of that.
The spread, yeah.
The spread and pistol. I just can't. I can't stand watching them on 4th and inches line up in a spread. Like I said, I'm a power guy. So
yeah. Well, traditionally this year, New Brockton has struggled against other spread teams such as Elba in the region. So it looks like they got their stuff together for the Central Haneyville's spread tonight. Another flag.
It could be delay a game from back there.
And it is.
Man, this is just
another senseless penalty.
Yeah, just now you know why some coaches are white-headed, or
yeah.
I won't say no hair, because your team's playing too good for you not to be that way. So, but that just, boy, I know as a fan, I get frustrated, so I can imagine how the coaches feel.
Again, as we said before, Coach Bibb, the coach for Central Haneyville, this is his first year, so he's trying to overcome a lot, a losing tradition of this team. He's trying to right the ship, struggling this year. And he's got a lot of work ahead of him if he wants to get this team where they need to be.
Yeah, he does. I kind of feel for him. There again, we saw a very high snap. I don't know if they've got a new center in or if they just the pressure of the defense has been so big. He's trying to get up before he gets a clean snap in.
We have number 78, John Tyler Lewis, checking in for the Gamecocks.
Imagine cheerleaders and everybody gonna get to play tonight.
Yeah, I might need to suit up.
That's kind of mean, but
again, the shotgun formation. Looks like a speed option, and he's going to be taken down. Looks like by number 22, Jahari Brown there on the tackle.
Number 78, John Tyler Lewis, brings up 3rd and long.
Looks like Coach Strickland is working some of his younger guys in. See number 1, John Pugh, checking in for number 33, Cody Bryant. And John is a 9th grader.
They say he can't be overnight.
No. Actually, the younger brother of number 2, Ty Wallace. So another member of that family here for the Gamecocks having a bright future. Good pass rush. Gets it off in time. And he slips before the tackler can get there.
Boy, just can't. Finally got a completion, and then he just loses his footing. It's just tough. Nothing seems to be working for Haneyville right now.
4th and 16 coming up from the lines, and they're going to send their punt formation back on. The snap is low this time. Punter gets it off. And it takes a big line roll. And New Brockton will have their worst field position of the night, taking over about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, I really thought that was going to be blocked, but he somehow got it off and finally got a good roll out of it.
With just 2 seconds left in the quarter, this will more than likely, barring some type of penalty in the quarter here. Number 7, Easton Waters checks in at quarterback. Easton and Shea, number 7, number 15 for the Gamecocks, had a preseason quarterback battle going on. Looks like Easton was going to be the starter for a while, but Shea ended up taking the job from him. It's a handoff to the fullback, and that'll end the first quarter with the New Brockton Gamecocks 38 and the Haneyville Lions 0.
Welcome back to Gamecock Field in New Brockton, Alabama. Good weather for football tonight. Brian Holloway here with Coach Allen Harrington. Take it away, Coach.
All right, and the Gamecocks going to start off the second quarter. Easton Waters under center. The 8th grader, Jahari Brown, number 22, back at running back. It's going to be a toss to Jahari. Bobbles the handoff, and he's going to be brought down for a Gamecock loss.
That's the first time tonight, Coach, we've seen Haneyville with a little penetration for your line. Now, granted, it looks like you may have some backups in already, but this
Haneyville team is not going to go down without a fight, and we can give them all the credit and commend them for that. But right now, if you're New Brockton, you're in pretty good shape. In real injury-prone, rough weeks, you get to rest some of your guys, play some of your guys that don't usually get to play, and look forward to a big showdown next week against number 1 right now in the region, Luverne Tigers. All right, and Easton's going to drop back to pass, and he's going to be sacked by number 10, Marcus Mitchell. So back-to-back play for losses for the Gamecocks. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Interested to see what the Gamecocks are going to do on 4th down. Like I said, number 45, Jordan Holloway, our normal punter and kicker, is out. So looks like number 56, Caleb Parker, will get the punting responsibilities tonight. No rush on the punt.
Good punt.
A pretty good punt by Parker. It's going to be fielded by number 10. He's going to return it to the right, and he is brought down by number 8, Preston Griffin.
Good upfield tackle.
Yeah. Oh, Preston comes from a long line of Griffins who played here at New Brockton, and he has a little brother and a couple of cousins coming up through the JV program that we're looking forward to see what they can do once they get up into their high school years.
Okay, once again, this is actually the best field position of the night.
Taking over in New Brockton territory.
First time on this side of the 50.
Come out in shotgun again. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Number 10 goes in motion. Handoff to number 10. And he's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage for about a no gain. Again, that was the 9th grader, number 31, Wyatt Moore on the tackle. Getting some playing time tonight. Again, the spread formation. 2 receivers to each side. Number 10 goes in motion. High snap. Fake handoff to number 10. Hands it off to number 15, the running back. And he gets a couple of yards down the play.
I tell you, that was just strictly effort on the 15's part because he was hitting the backfield. High snap, like I said, Coach, once you get a high snap or a bad snap, that just kind of throws timing off.
You're just wanting to get back to the line of scrimmage at that point and avoid making a big mistake.
I tell you, and of course, you got to have the blocking and the line and stuff. But a lot of times when you're up against a team, and I say this as an Auburn Tiger fan also, and I hate when they run that little option around the outside because if the defense got speed too, it just don't work usually.
We'll have another penalty.
Delay a game, probably. Yep.
Just like a delay a game.
Delay a game at the line.
But that's why when I like to see these coaches when they've got and that's an adjustment they may or may not make at halftime. But when you got a pursuing defense, that's why I like to see the traps and counters and stuff inside between the tackles. But because I just don't know that these guys can get around the outside of the Gamecocks.
Yeah. Another good hard rush. Draws back the throw. Intended for number 10, but it's just off his fingertips. That's going to bring up 4th and long. A little bit of desperation in the play calling. Haneyville finds himself down 38 points. They have to throw to try to get themselves back in this game. But
well, I was asking this. I was making a statement the other night on a kind of a lopsided ball game. At what point? I mean, you don't want to tell the guys to quit or give up.
Yeah.
But at what point do you say, okay, let's just practice?
Yeah.
Let's get ready and learn and.
Oh,
wow.
Going for it on 4th down. The pass is tipped and caught. Looks like, I believe that was number 10, Marcus Mitchell. Oh, excuse me, number 18, Orlando Mickles with the catch. And that's going to give Haneyville their first down of the night.
But I don't know what the book says.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I would have thought right then, but undoubtedly not. Haneyville makes their best offensive play of the night and moves deeper into Gamecock territory.
Another pass.
Number 5 getting the ball for the first time tonight.
Similar little crossing route they did earlier in the ball game that the quarterback threw short on, and that time reception.
Well, it's 2 passes spot on by the quarterback. Number 11, Webb for the Lions. Come out again. The shotgun set, looking to pass. Good hard rush, hit as he throws, and it is caught by number 10 for the Central Haneyville Lions to give their first touchdown of the night.
Well, that's good to see. I mean, I like to see them continue to play.
Continue to fight.
And that's why I asked you. I mean, I've never been one to want to quit, but at some point in time, I think you just say, in other words, if you're if you game plan was to run and pass and mix it up 50-50 or whatever and then you're strictly passing to try to come back, but when it gets like this, I don't know.
And a lot of times passing like that will put you in a deeper hole because you're stopping the clock. You're getting off the field quicker, giving the other offense more opportunities, more time with the ball. It was definitely kind of a give and take in that aspect. But again, this Haneyville team, despite having lost their last 48 games, they have some athletes on this team. They have some speed. It's just a matter of getting everything kind of aligned right, getting everybody disciplined enough to win that first ball game and get this program turned around.
It'd be kind of cool to be at their first win, wouldn't it?
It would be.
That'd be a big night, and I hope for them. So
that would definitely ruin New Brockton's homecoming tonight. Nobody wants to be the team that the streak ends against. So.
Yeah, and I did not mean for it tonight, but I was just saying I'd like to be there when they win one. But
and it'll happen. I mean, this team has a lot of talent, and Coach Bibb is trying to do a good job getting this program turned around.
I didn't want your fans to be throwing daggers up there and Dothan to me. So,
right, number 2, Ty Wallace takes you to the right side, and he breaks a couple of tackles before being brought down right on the 40-yard line, and that's where the Gamecocks will take over.
Love the way he had that ball tucked too.
Yeah.
So many of these young guys see these pro guys, and they want to
carry the ball down at their hip.
Yeah, at hip or out in their hand, or he had that ball locked up in there good. I like to see that. Again, good fundamental.
Yeah. Easton Waters, number 7, still in at quarterback for the Gamecocks. And Haneyville is not ready at all on defense, breaking their defensive huddle in the middle of the field. They were not set, and number 22, Jahari Brown, breaks it around the edge for a New Brockton first down. Don't see too many defensive huddles. But Haneyville kind of caught out of position on that one.
I don't know. When I was growing up, high school was different, but in junior ball, pee-wee ball, JV ball, usually we were already down on our knees on the line.
Oh, yeah.
And, usually like middle linebacker, somebody'd call the play from the coach, and that was a little unusual too. I believe you took the timeout, I think.
I believe so.
And so we'll take one as well. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gamecock Field, New Brockton, Alabama, on Friday night, October the 19th, and a very nice night for football.
New Brockton takes over, 1st and 10. Handoff to number 37, Alston Tyler, and he takes it for a big gain down the sideline, taking it inside the 20-yard line. Alston Tyler, another freshman for this Gamecock team.
Wow. Now, was he, I did not notice, was he in the fullback position then, or the
He was
halfback?
actually lined up at tailback.
Tailback. Wow.
Austin is also starting linebacker on defense right now.
He looks like a linebacker, and he looks like he'd be a good fullback. So I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Usually he will be lined up in the fullback spot, but. And number 5, Dante Gordon checks in running back for the Gamecocks. And he puts the ball on the ground, and it's going to be recovered by number 61 for the Haneyville Lions.
Coach, now this is another question that people probably ask or think about sometimes, but when you've got a lopsided score like this, that's got to be as tough sometimes trying to keep your players' concentration.
Yeah, because they'll lose focus, think this one is in it. We saw the big play by Haneyville a while ago. A couple more of those, and this is a ball game again. So definitely don't fall asleep on the Haneyville Lions right here. And New Brockton has their starters back in on defense to remedy that situation right now. Number 11, Webb, drops back, looks to pass, and he's going to be brought down by number, I believe it was 56, Caleb Parker, that got there first. And Chad Bryant, number 34, was right behind him. And he was sandwiched between the two New Brockton defenders. He was fortunate Caleb got there before Chad did.
Yeah, exactly.
The Lions line back up. 2 receivers to each side in the shotgun formation. Webb takes a snap, looking to pass. Has plenty of time to throw. And throws right to Alston Tyler, who can't come up with the interception.
Boy,
not sure who he was looking to on that.
There was not a white jersey in that area right there. I don't know if he thought it looked like there might have been a back kind of like he was supposed to drift out.
Yeah, might have ran the wrong route or something.
Yeah. So, but I don't know.
Big turnover avoided there by the Lions. Fortunate for that. Came out in the same formation, 2 receivers to each side in the shotgun. Number 15 is to his right at running back. Looking to pass again. Pressure's coming. Gets rid of it. Throws it to number 10. Tipped and intercepted. Return for a touchdown by number 8, Preston Griffin. Big time play by number 8, Preston Griffin. He tried his luck on the last play, and the New Brockton defense made him pay for it that time.
Good concentration by number 8. Old tip drill come into play there. And I see the kicking tee coming on, so it looks like he's going to try another extra point.
Cody Caldwell's going to try his second extra point of the game. Missed the first one. Try his luck here with the second one. Number 15, Shay Hobbs, the holder. And the kick is low and blocked by the Lions. So New Brockton getting in some kicking practice for their backup kicker here tonight.
What I've noticed a lot of times. I've noticed a lot of high school quarterbacks. I've noticed, like I said, my football year is not going very well with Troy and Auburn. But I've even noticed Troy and Auburn. What is it about quarterbacks nowadays that they don't want to throw the ball away? I'm saying it at all levels.
You're absolutely right. I guess guys trying to stay in there and make something happen, being a playmaker, and sometimes you just got to be smart and get rid of the ball.
Or even take a sack. Troy at South Alabama, for example, Corey Robinson had we were in field goal range, and he should have, if not thrown away, he should have just took the sack because we'd have still been in field goal range.
Absolutely.
But he forces it in there in the interception. I just don't know if coaches are not. I was always wondering, is coaches not working on that enough or what?
Again, these are, teenagers, in a desperate football game trying to force something to happen. Maybe just lost sight of that and made a mistake there. Number 8, who intercepted the pass, kicks off, and the kick is going to roll out of bounds.
So right now, Central Haneyville's best 12th man is they brought this kicking game right now.
Absolutely.
But we'll see. They're going to get good field position again. Haneyville's had excellent opportunities as far as field position tonight, except
on the one kickoff, the one
kickoff, and then where they had the multiple penalties right there.
Yeah.
And backed them up. They're going to have a re-kick this time.
Okay.
Instead of taking the ball.
The Lions option for the re-kick. Again, the score is New Brockton 44, Haneyville 6. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. And a different kicker now. This is number 78, John Tyler Lewis.
Well, the rate y'all are going, I think you can try several kickers tonight.
We're going to try till we find one.
I was going to say, you'll find one somewhere.
Tyler goes to kick it off. And pretty good squib kick. And it is muffed by the line special teamer, but he falls on and recovers it.
Yeah, that could have been another ugly event right there.
Kind of a knuckleball kick there. Kind of spun backwards another way and very hard to field.
I don't know, and I know this will be replayed, but I saw on ESPN this morning a Texas high school football game. Punter was on about his own 20 or 30-yard line. Booms a punt, and the players are all down here they're down on the 40 or 30 of the other side.
Yeah.
And they're all looking up. Nobody sees the ball. All of a sudden, the ball hits the 5-yard line.
Went behind
the
him. Oh, man.
And rolls into the end zone. They were talking about how some big number of knots the wind was.
Yeah.
I mean, he boomed perfect. And undoubtedly, it just
the wind
like
just
that.
Caught it. Okay.
I'd never seen anything like that.
Talk about bad luck. Number 10 at quarterback takes a snap and runs it. They want to say his knee was down. Never actually brought down.
No instant replay.
Good offensive play there for the Lions. And that was number 10, Marcus Mitchell. You know, if that was supposed to be a kind of a wildcat look, or here we go,
got a flag, blocking in the back. But if that ball goes back over your head and rolls out of the end zone, safety?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah,
they cut away before they actually showed if somebody jumped on it or what happened. But like I said, it hit on the 5 and it was just end over and rolled right back in. I just never seen anything like it. I thought that was what it would be. But,
I think that would be a safety. Like a block in the back call is going to block back the Lions up. And shame, it would have been a good offensive play for them.
Yeah, positive, again, just turned into a negative.
Number 10, Marcus Mitchell, back at quarterback again. Oh, excuse me, that's Marcus there he is, he's at quarterback. Fakes the throw, scrambles, and he's going to turn it into about a 8-yard gain.
Yep, got his penalty yardage back and a little more. But still, that's second down again. Or now, that was replay
that was first down. So a broken play, and like I said, with the athletes Central Haneyville has, that's going to be the most dangerous play for this New Brockton Gamecock defense is the broken play, because they have the speed to make something happen, and you saw evidence of it there. So Mitchell back again at quarterback. Not really looking to throw. Hesitates like he's going to throw, and he puts it on the ground, and it's going to be recovered by the Gamecocks.
Went to that well one too many times.
It's like number 50, Tristan Brust, in there on the recovery. Or excuse me. Yeah, that was Tristan Brust, number 50.
Who was your defensive coach right there? Coach,
it's going to
no hat with a headset on. Right there.
Yeah, it's Coach Smith. No hat on.
I loved it. That last play, he was running down and hollering at that defense, boy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a one-sided game right now, but I love it. He's still coaching and still fired up.
Yeah, Coach Smith has been here for a while. Actually, was my defense coordinator when I played here. The most intense human being you ever meet in your whole life is Coach Smith.
I can see that.
You definitely don't want to anger Coach Smith. All right, the Gamecocks come out in I formation. Handoff to number 22, Jahari Brown. He bounces to the sideline, and he is still going for the first down and more, and he is driven out about the 20-yard line, driven out of bounds. So big production out of the 8th grader, Jahari Brown.
Yeah, if you line and everything will be all right, I think running back-wise, y'all are going to be fine.
Yeah. A lot of young guys stepping up. Number 24, Maurice Turner checking into the game for the Gamecocks.
Looks like they're going to mark it about the 21.
Okay. Just stepped out of bounds right before there.
First and 10.
Dylan Clark at fullback, Maurice Turner at running back. Number 7, Easton Waters, under center at quarterback. Easton looks to throw, and it is thrown short. But looks like number 25 there, Mason Dubose, had a chance to catch it. Pass was a little low.
Well, this is, I think you said, one of your backup quarterbacks. So,
I believe Easton's a 10th grader, and Mason, the guy he threw it to, was a 10th grader as well. So working some of the younger guys in.
Might have been a little nervous. I don't know. I don't know what his how he normally plays, but he just got a rare back and chuck that tater.
Oh yeah. Jahari Brown checks back in at running back. Little halfback delay to Jahari, and he is hit hard by the linebacker for Haneyville. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 4 or 5 for the Gamecocks. Look, Haneyville got our advice before. They're down and ready for the Gamecocks. Jahari Brown back at running back. Easton Waters under center. Tanner Oaks, number 4, out at wide out. Easton looking to throw. Looks Tanner Oaks' side, and he is caught for a touchdown by Tanner Oaks. Number 4, Tanner Oaks, the 9th grader. Actually will be our 3rd string quarterback.
Tell you what, good touch on that ball. Had the right arch on it, come right down.
Good throw there by Easton, and a good catch. Good route running there by Tanner. He was wide open over the corner of the end zone. Coming out trying the extra point again. Cody Caldwell back to kick. And this one is going to be, oh, no good, no good. I thought it was good for a second.
Well, look, that's closer. He's getting closer.
He's getting better. Made it to the uprights this time. And that's going to make the score 50-6 in favor of New Brockton with 1:42 left in the half.
I tell you, it's tough when a team's struggling like this, and I know it would have been a little bit of a drive tonight, I guess, for their fans.
Yeah.
Not very many in the stands. I really hope they do get support at home, though.
Yeah.
Because win or lose, these kids, they deserve the support, too.
Yeah, they're playing hard.
For being out
they're
here playing.
Hard.
And I tell you, as a football fan, I always want my teams to win, but as a football fan, you hate to see any team go with a streak like that.
Yeah. Like we mentioned before, Haneyville on the longest losing streak in the state in 48 games. It's a bit of a drive for the Lions tonight, about an hour and a half coming down from Lowndes County. It's going to certainly be a long drive home if things don't turn around here. Deep kick. It goes between number 10's legs. He picks it up. Takes it to the left side, and he's going to be brought down by number 56 and number 42, Caleb Parker, and Dylan Clark of the Gamecocks.
And Coach, that's your quarterback.
So what?
That's the quarterback for them.
Yeah, that's
so
that's
hands should not be an issue.
He's playing quarterback and returning kicks right now. The Lions start out with number 11, Webb, as a quarterback. Looks like they're going to the more like a wildcat option with number 10. He's listed as a wide receiver.
Unless he was, now he may have been trying to run before he had it.
Yeah, it might have been.
That might have been what he.
Maybe he wasn't expecting the kick to go that deep. New Brockton is known for kicking the ball pretty short. Number 11, Webb, checks back in at quarterback. And another penalty. Looks like it's going to be false start on the Lions again. It's about the 4th or 5th time, I believe.
Yeah, that's.
False start the Lions.
The Lions, who were already in pretty bad field position, get pushed back another 5 yards. Ball on the 10-yard line now.
That'll be about, that'll be 1st and 15 then.
Two receivers to each side, shotgun formation. Number 11, Webb, looking to throw. Slings it out. Caught by number 10, Mitchell, and he gets a little run room after the catch. Still runs, still on his feet, and he is eventually brought down by a couple of Gamecocks.
He was really carrying that ball loose, though. We talked about
carrying the ball low,
young man a while ago.
Inside,
yeah, when he was making those cuts, that ball seemed like every cut, it got a little further down on his hip.
Yep. Same two receiver to each side formation. Shotgun set for the Lions. Webb takes a snap, looking to throw. Hit the receiver right in the hands, but number 18 just couldn't haul it in.
Almost looks like he's throwing off his back foot.
It looked like it might have been, yeah.
He's just not got a lot of zip on it. That number 10 I just talked about, even though he was carrying that ball loose, he did make a shoestring catch.
Yeah.
He's got the rear back and throw it, too.
He is definitely the most potent offensive weapon for the Lions tonight. Webb looks to throw. Looks for number 18 again. Leads him a little bit too much. The throws aren't that bad off. He'd settle down and step play side and deliver it. The pass would be there. Just needs to settle down. He's getting a little bit of pressure, but. Number 10 back at quarterback again. With the Wildcat position. Looks to, drops back, but don't really know if he's looking to throw. He's scrambling either side. Pump fakes once. We do have a flag down. Takes it back around to the left side, cuts back, and gets close to the first down marker. Going to be a little bit short, but we do have a flag down. Let's see what the flag is.
Use the referee as a little bit of help there.
Little
wow.
Holding penalty. And usually if you see a ball carrier cutting back and forth like that, you are going to see holding or blocking in the back.
Exactly, just about every time.
But number 10 is down on the play at the moment.
While they check on number 10, let's break away for a word from our sponsors. Again, New Brockton 50, Central Haneyville 6, with 37.8 seconds left to go until halftime. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. After
number 5 in at quarterback, throws it, hits number 18. He's going to move the ball up to the 20-yard line. Still going to be well short of the first down marker.
We had on that last scramble as we came back, we were just commenting on the fact that the holding penalty was from the spot. So that put them in about a 35 yards to go, and I may be off a couple yards either way.
The holding penalty actually took spot about 5 yards behind where the line of scrimmage originally was. But number 10, Marcus Mitchell, did make it off the field. He has made it off his own power, so we should expect to see him back in the game, and that's going to take us to halftime. For New Brockton 50 and the Haneyville Lions 6.
Stay tuned. You'll have Haneyville don't have a band here, don't look like, so we'll have a New Brockton band will be performing tonight, and so sit back and enjoy the halftime show, and we'll be back with the second half after they're complete. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Homecoming celebration. At this time, we would like to present our homecoming queen and her court. Our freshman attendant is Miss Shelby Mock. Shelby is the daughter of Shelley and Angie Mock. She is currently a varsity cheerleader and enjoys gymnastics and competition dance. Shelby is a member of FFA and the yearbook staff. She proudly holds the titles of NBHS Junior Miss Campus Beauty and the Junior Miss Tri-County Christmas. Shelby attends the First Baptist Church of Enterprise and enjoys spending time with her family. After graduation, she will carry on a family tradition by attending the University of Alabama for a degree in early childhood education. Shelby is escorted tonight by her brother, Lieutenant Derek Mott. Ladies and gentlemen, your freshman attendant, Miss Shelby Mock. Our sophomore attendant is Miss Morgan Foster. Morgan is the daughter of Michelle Foster. She is a member of the Spanish Club and attends Elba First Assembly of God Church. She is a class favorite and the freshman class sweetheart. After graduation, Morgan plans to go to law school. She is being escorted tonight by her uncle, Mr. Stanley Foster. Ladies and gentlemen, your sophomore attendant, Miss Morgan Foster. Our first junior attendant is Miss Kiana Carpenter. Kiana is the daughter of Tony and Teresa Hooks. She is an active member of Glory to Him Church in Ozark, Alabama. She has been on the varsity volleyball team for 4 years. She enjoys shopping, swimming, going to the beach, and spending time with friends. After high school, Kiana plans to attend Troy University to pursue a career in psychiatry. She is being escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Tony Hooks. Ladies and gentlemen, your first junior attendant, Miss Kiana Carpenter. Our second junior attendant is Miss Najla Vance. Najla is the daughter of Jerry and Ellie Vance. She is a member of Ambassadors, FCLA, and the Gamecock Pride Marching Band Color Guard. Najla is also very active in her church youth group. She is escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Jerry Vance. Ladies and gentlemen, your second junior attendant, Miss Najla Vance. Our first senior attendant is Miss Heaven Caldwell. Heaven is the daughter of Neil and Shonda Atkinson. She is a member of the Math Club and Senior Beta Club. Heaven is enrolled in honors classes and is on the AB honor roll. After graduation, she plans to attend college to pursue a career in nursing. Heaven is being escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Neil Atkinson. Ladies and gentlemen, your first senior attendant, Miss Heaven Caldwell. Our second senior attendant is Miss Hannah Bree Ellis. Hannah is the daughter of Brian and Tina Jones. She is a member of the Math Club, FFA, FCCLA, and the Terry Patman Memorial Foundation. Hannah is being escorted tonight by her uncle, Mr. Joey Stevenson. She is an AB honors student, and after graduation, she plans to attend college to become an ultrasound technician. Ladies and gentlemen, your second senior attendant, Miss Hannah Bree Ellis. Our 2012 homecoming queen is Miss Allison Reed McInerney. Allie is the daughter of Kelly and Melody McInerney. She is a member of the Math Club, Yearbook Staff, and Senior Beta Club. She serves as the varsity cheerleading captain, the vice president for FCCLA, the vice president for the senior class, and she is our reigning Miss New Brockton. Allie plans to attend Samford University to pursue a career in publishing. She is being escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Kelly McInerney. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2012 Homecoming Queen, Miss Allison Reed McInerney. We are proud to present our 2012 Homecoming Queen and her court. Thank you.
Good evening. On behalf of Brockton County Schools, the New Brockton High School Band is proud to perform their show, Medleys of Classic Rock. Band council members include Drum Major Kaylee Moore, Band Captain Juliana Bahi, Second Lieutenant and Section Leaders Ashley Allen, Brittany Magwood, Juliana Bahi, Ashton Morrow, Percussion Captain Jalen Newsom, Dance Captain Caitlin Corbett, and Color Guard Captain Faith Kaler. Rock, Running with the Devil, Stairway to Heaven, Eleanor Rigby, and Come Sail Away. Please welcome the New Brockton High School Marching Band under the field direction of Drum Major Kaylee Moore.
This is their first year in this region.
Daddy, look. Oh, down there.
Okay, so grandma.
Welcome back. Second half of New Brockton and Central Haneyville, and New Brockton set to kick off.
Ty Lewis's kick is onside kick, recovered by number 58 for the Lions. And the Lions will take over again near midfield.
Well, Coach, I would ask you to comment on the first half of football, but I think if people watch, it's pretty self-explanatory on this one.
New Brockton leading 50-6. Haneyville just can't seem to get anything ready to go their way. Had a good touchdown pass, a little bit of production on the previous drive right before half, but penalties killing the Lions right now. Penalties and mistakes.
Just so fans will know, too, we're starting the third quarter at 6 minutes. The coaches on the other side have asked, and they have granted 6-minute quarters for the remainder of the game.
And that's number 5, Alex Bryant, and the Panther formation for the Lions. High snap, hands off number 33, and it's fumbled and recovered by number 37, Austin Tyler, for the Gamecocks. So one and done for the offensive series for the Lions. And the Gamecocks will take over. About the 44-yard line.
I was trying to watch and see who. I guess because what little bit I played in my life, I was a center and I just don't get it.
Number 7, Easton Waters, under center for the Gamecocks. Number 22, Jahari Brown at running back. Handoff to Brown, and he falls forward for a short gain on the play.
Tell you the way these New Brockton Gamecocks play tonight, I'd hate to know they had to come in and play my Auburn Tigers. They'd probably beat us.
Yeah, the Gamecocks are looking pretty good tonight. Like I said, it's the New Brockton 3-4 on the season, looking to go 4-4 here tonight. And the Lions are 0-7 on the season, looking for that first win. Maurice Turner's the running back, and he gets it, cuts it to the right, and he is going to be brought down for a short gain on the play.
Now, y'all are the Gamecocks. Y'all have similar colors to the South Carolina Gamecocks. So, do we get head coach? Will he throw his hat like Steve Spurrier every now and then, or throw his headphones down on the ground?
Every once in a while. Every once in a while.
I want him to keep that Gamecock tradition.
There you go.
Right.
You see our defensive coordinator, he doesn't wear a hat, probably for that reason. Threw it down somewhere and never found it. Right. Brown checks back in at running back. Good pressure by the Lions front. But Jahari takes it up the middle for a good gain. Still going to be short of the first down, though. About 4th and 3 for the Gamecocks here.
Tell you, we're going to Troy tomorrow. I hope we got a little of this cool weather. Of course, it's a noon game, but I hope it's comfortable tomorrow.
The Gamecocks going for it on 4th down. Hand off to Brown, and he's going to be stuffed at the line. That's going to be a turnover on downs. And the Lions will take over about the 37-yard line.
Now, did we have I'm assuming we had our backups in on that series?
Yeah, that was the 8th grade running back and the backup quarterback. Like most of the starters are back out for the Gamecocks on defense, though. Haneyville running two extra linemen out on the field, and one's going back.
There again, we talked about that earlier on the defensive side and on the punt team, I guess it was. They're just not into it.
Number 5, Bryant back at quarterback and Panther formation. Hands the ball to number 40 this time. He misses a tackle, and he's brought down by a host of Gamecocks there on the right side.
Host of Gamecocks. I wonder where that came from. Looks like they're going to go no huddle, maybe. No.
A lot of confusion in the huddle for the Lions. Again, number 5, the 3rd quarterback we've seen for Haneyville tonight. Again in that Panther formation. Hand off number 40 again. Takes to the right side, and he's brought down Drug down behind the line of scrimmage by number 34, Chad Bryant. Looks like the subs coming in on defense now for the Gamecocks. Several guys checking in.
Third and about, what we got, about 12, 13, I guess.
Looks like it. 5 back at quarterback. 2 receivers to each side. Alex Bryant takes snap, looking to throw. Throws it deep, and it is intercepted by number 11, but it looks like it's going to be pass interference call on the Gamecocks. Grant Griffin, the younger brother of number 8, Preston Griffin, who was responsible for a touchdown earlier in the game on an interception. Little brother gets it here, but it's going to be called back for pass interference.
I probably missed the actual interception, too. I tell you, I was not expecting the... Of course, that's the first time I think number 5's thrown
Number
the
5
ball,
was thrown, yeah.
That I remember, and he choked it pretty good. So
yep.
I apologize to the fans. I was a little bit behind on that one.
That was number 11, Grant Griffin, 9th grader, younger brother of Preston Griffin there on the interception. That's going to be brought back. They're going to march the penalty off against the Gamecocks.
15 is going to give them a first
penalty
down.
will result in a first down. The Lions will take start their first fresh new set of downs right at the 50-yard line. Again, the Panther set with the 2 backs in the backfield in shotgun formation. Handoff number 24, and he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
I think I'd get me 2 or 3 plays and just not huddle and just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Knock them out. 5 drops back looking to throw. Looks left, rolls to his right. Throws it, and it is almost intercepted. Just dropped by looks like number 31. That's going to be Wyatt Moore. Another youngster filling in, has a secondary on this Gamecock defense.
Do like we had a coach one time at Dothan High. We said it was run left, run right. Well, we called it left, right, up the middle punt. Left, right, up the middle punt. You know, so.
It's going to be 3rd and long 9 for the Lions. We have number 5 still at quarterback. 2 receivers each side. He's looking to throw. Steps up, slings the ball deep, and it is intercepted by number 11, Grant Griffin. And he is returning it back. Had a couple blockages in front of him, returns it out to about 33-yard line. So Grant Griffin, who had the interception that was called back for the pass interference, redeems himself and comes up with a big interception there. So both the brothers Griffins both have interceptions in tonight's game. We have Grant's family in front of us. You could hear them. They're excited. And the Gamecocks will take over by the 34-yard line. I formation. Tanner Oaks in at quarterback, hands the ball off to Jahari Brown, breaks up the middle and still on his feet for the first down, takes it across midfield and will be brought down about the 44-yard line on the opposite side of the field. Big run for Jahari Brown. 8th graders having a big night tonight.
He seems to know just when to he can hesitate to get that block, and then he turns it north and south. I like that.
Jahari's, even though an 8th grader, a natural athlete, I believe his dad and uncle were both running backs here at New Brockton, so he's got a legacy going for him.
Yes, sir.
Again, Tanner Oaks, 3rd quarterback in for the Gamecocks. Handoff to number 1, John Pugh, and he's going to have a Gamecock first down as well. John Pugh, a 9th grader. And he's the younger brother of number 2, Ty Wallace. We've seen out here a couple of times.
Well, you know you got a good running back when he knows when to hesitate, when to cut it up. Got the eyes, I call it, in the back of his head, knows right when he's fixing to get grabbed, he moves. I mean, that's just a natural. This young kid looks like he's going to be a natural.
And is not cutting unnecessarily. A lot of guys want to dance and jive in the backfield. Knows exactly when and when to go straight ahead for it. Hand off to the fullback here.
Yeah, shaking and shimmering a lot of times won't get you nothing.
Excuse me, I thought John got a first down. It's going to be second and short. And that was number 42, Dylan Clark, on the carry. And that's going to move the chains for the Gamecocks.
First down, Gamecocks.
Hard to tell at this angle where that first down marker is.
Yeah.
And that's going to end the third quarter. Same score, New Brockton 50 and Central Haneyville 6.
Welcome back to Gamecock Field in New Brockton, Alabama. And we're watching the New Brockton Gamecocks versus the Haneyville Lions, and it's 50-6. And Brian Holloway and Coach Alan Harrington here.
Tanner Oaks takes the ball, looks back to throw. He's hit as he throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Good quick release once Tanner felt the pressure. Get rid of that, not taking the sack. Again, Tanner is the third quarterback we've seen for the Gamecocks. He was also a receiver that called a touchdown pass from number 7, Easton Waters, in the second quarter. So we got guys that can play at different spots for the Gamecocks, offensively and defensively. And the Gamecocks break the huddle out of formation. Number 1, John Pugh takes the handoff, and he's hit hard in the backfield for a loss. Still a little bit of fight on that Haneyville defensive front.
Again, you may have heard some of the fans in the background questioning the 6 minutes. That has been agreed to by both coaches, because if both did not agree, it would not happen. But I guess under the mercy rule.
I formation again. New wide receiver, number 27, Hunter Rainey checks in. Tanner Oaks drops back, hit as he throws, and they're going to call that incomplete. Haneyville defender dove for it. Looks like he might have, thought for a second he might have had nabbed the interception, but they're going to say that it was down, hit the ground first.
Looked like, I don't know if the receiver's running the wrong play or he's throwing, because he looks like he's throwing to a spot.
Yeah.
And the first one, the receiver was downfield.
Yeah.
In other words, he's thrown two behind the receiver.
Yeah,
I don't know if the receiver is supposed to turn around or.
And again, a good pressure by the Haneyville line, maybe affecting Tanner Oaks' judgment there in releasing the ball. Had to get there a little bit quicker. And it's going to be 4th and long for the Gamecocks. Offense stays on the field. Again, as we mentioned, the Gamecocks are without the services of their punter, kicker, really kind of a do-it-all guy, defensive end and fullback, and number 45, Jordan Holloway.
Of course, as we mentioned, this is a kind of a lopsided game, but an excellent opportunity for the young guys to get some playing time.
Absolutely.
Because it's hard to simulate this kind of stuff in practice. So the hits are real. Oh, just over.
Tanner Oaks drops back, intended for number 37, Tyler Alston. A little bit closer that time, but led him a little bit too much that time. So. And the Central Haneyville Lions will take over on the turnover on downs. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Lions.
Coach, tell me who number 75 coming in the ball game is.
Number 75, that's Courtney Sconyers. Local favorite here at New Brockton. Played the JV and now playing varsity football for the Gamecocks. Just a real inspirational story. Everyone here knows Courtney, knows his family and loves him and accepts him as part of the community. And everybody's excited when Courtney can get into play. And Courtney, number 75, is in at defensive tackle. Number 5 again in the Panther formation, hands off number 15, takes around the left end, and not much going for the Lions on that play.
I'll tell you what, Coach, that young man can get down in full stance.
Oh, yeah.
And I tell you what, y'all need to have him in there on field goals.
Yeah.
He can plug the middle up.
Oh, yeah.
That's great to see, though. Great to see.
And we have an injured Lion down, number 15, down for Central Haneyville. That's number 15, Marcus Flowers.
So we'll while they check on the injured player, we'll take a timeout here. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. We're back here at Gamecock Field in New Brockton after an injury timeout for Central Haneyville.
And number 15, Marcus Flowers, up off the field on his own power. So that's what we like to see. It's going to be second about 9 here for the Lions. Number 5, Bryant, still at quarterback, still in what we call that Panther formation. Handoff number 33, takes to the left side. Bounce back to the right. And he has daylight, breaking tackles. And he's going to be brought down. It looks like a fumble. And it looks like Haneyville came back up with it. That's going to bring up about 3rd and 4 for the Lions. Number 5 back at quarterback, 2 receivers to each side. Shotgun set. Low snap. Looking to throw and overthrows. Looks like number 10 over there on the sideline. Just over Marcus Mitchell's head. And that's going to bring up 4th and 4 for the Lions. The Lions are showing punt formation. The punt, I don't know if it was tipped or just kicked that high. And I don't know if any of the coaches noticed, but Haneyville only had 10 players on the field for that punt. Again, mistakes costing the Lions. And the punt might have gotten a first down. So the Gamecocks will take over about the 48-yard line.
Gamecocks return to the field, the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
Number 4, Tanner Oaks, back in at quarterback. Jahari Brown checks in at running back. I formation for the Gamecocks. Haneyville showing blitz. Number 4, Tanner Oaks, keeps it up the middle himself and is drugged down for a short gain. Even though New Brockton has checked in some subs on offense, Haneyville defense still fighting, still giving up a good effort.
And when you got 12-minute quarters, it seemed like they run a long time. And then when you got a 6-minute, it seemed like, what? Sorry, gone.
So we only have 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game. Score still 50-6, New Brockton. Neither side has scored so far in this half. Got Tanner Oaks in quarterback again. Jahari Brown running back. Tanner takes the ball, rolls to the right, and is looking to throw and is going to be sacked. Sacked by number 10, Marcus Mitchell, who has been a weapon for the Lions offensively and now defensively.
You see the little bit of the inexperience there.
Yeah.
Not feeling the pressure behind him. That'll come. But
again, Tanner Oaks is the JV quarterback playing in, getting some playing time here in the varsity. Homecoming here in front of the New Brockton fans. So good experience for these guys. About 3rd and 15 for the Gamecocks. And he hands it off Jahari Brown. He runs to the right. And he's going to pick up a couple of yards, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Gamecocks.
Let's mention again, Coach, you said y'all got a tough game next week. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, next week we've got currently right now the number 1 team in the region, the Luverne Tigers. They'll be coming in. That game will be at New Brockton. Luverne's coming off a big upset over the defending state champion Elba Tigers. So it's going to be a tough one here for the Gamecocks. So good to have a week right here. We can get everybody healthy, get these young guys some playing time, and focus on that big matchup next week.
And I don't think we have a list that shows who Haneyville will play next week. But
Tanner Oaks' pass on 4th down is going to be intercepted by number 5, Alex Bryant. He returns it to the right, cuts back to the left. We see a penalty thrown on the field, and Number 5 takes it down the sideline, is grabbed and finally tackled about the 20-yard line. But we do have 2 penalty flags on the field, so we'll wait and see what the call is.
I couldn't tell, but we must have a block in the back the way the fans were hollering.
Yeah, yeah. Fans over here definitely saw something they didn't like. And Central Haneyville will take over after they assess the penalty. We have about 20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Score New Brockton 50, Haneyville 6. First down for the Lions.
First attempt for the Lions.
About the 37-yard line. Number 5 back at quarterback. Takes a snap. Looks right, rolls left. Throws it to a wide open number 10. Makes a cut, breaks a tackle, and he is going to be tackled at midfield for the Lion first down. We have 9 seconds left to play in the game. New Brockton for the year will go 4-4 on the season, 4-2 on the region, and Central Haneyville Lions losing streak will go to 49, and they will fall to 0-8 for the season.
Of course, I know they were bringing a play in, but I like that right there. They didn't even try to snap the ball with Courtney on that side of the field. That's pretty good.
Good show of class there by the Haneyville Lions. This will be the last play of the game. Number 5 scrambles, avoids the sack, gets back to the line of scrimmage, is tackled, and that will end the ball game. The final score, New Brockton 50, Haneyville Lions 6.
Well, Coach,
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.